Football in the spring, Monday night high school football, men playing girls basketball. A woman gets knocked out in an MMA fight by a man. Mike Tyson, Holyfield 2, Joe Biden is the president, and you are watching After the Whistle. Welcome to the show, season 3.0. I'm Brian Moore, Greg Tester, Tom Krieger. How you fellas doing?
Doing pretty good.
Doing pretty good.
I'm doing better than him. So.
Well, boys, you know, the only time that you don't need your mask, that you can't get coronavirus, is when you're eating. Coronavirus free Bellacino's pizza.
So if you're eating, you can't catch it.
Come catch it.
What about drinking?
No, as long as you got a drink in your hand or food in your hand, you cannot get the coronavirus.
I did not know that.
Another conspiracy.
I did not know that.
Because you can take your mask off when you're eating or drinking.
Well, that's
Also, you can get it after 10 o'clock at night because all the restaurants and stuff closes at 10 because they got to get home so they don't get it.
gotcha. So after 10, so long as we do this show before 10 p.m.,
You can't get the coronavirus.
can't get the corona. And
After 10 when they shut everything down.
after 10, you can get it.
You can.
Okay.
But everything's closed.
But as long as you're eating or drinking before 10,
Can't get it.
can't get it. All right.
As long as there's not more than 25 people inside, right?
True.
250 outside, you're good to go.
250 outside, 25 inside, yeah. As long as the 25 inside are 6 feet apart.
That's how
And you conduct a COVID test when they come in the door and ask them those 2 important questions and take their temperature. Speaking of taking temperatures, I was wondering about this. We were talking about this the other day, and I know we're welcome to the show, but anyhow, we were talking about this the other day. Taking temperatures outdoors is going to be an issue at these ball games unless, y'all know what I'm thinking here, there is a temperature taking method that works and would work outdoors, and you probably remember it well when you was a child.
It's called a rectal thermometer.
Yes. So that has been proposed, I think, region wide, but as of this time, we really don't know what the deal is with that.
Krieger likes that.
Now, hopefully, I won't get that assignment at Twin Valley, but nonetheless, there is a possibility of taking temperatures, and Krieger just outlined what it is. Well, here we are, all the nonsense aside, it's football season. This is season 3.0 for us here, and fellas, this is it's a crazy time. Who would have ever thought we was playing football in the spring?
Yeah.
Whoever thought Joe Biden would be president?
Well, that's true too. We've got a lot of stuff we got to cover here, but first, before we do that, we want to thank our sponsors. As always, give them a shout out: CarQuest Auto Parts, Hurley Pharmacy, the Economy Drug, Wooden Horse, Grundy Auto Sales, Buchanan Therapy Services, and of course Buchanan General Hospital. We'd like to thank them, and we can't forget Bellacino's that provides us with food and a nice warm place and occasional Wi-Fi here. Thank Bellacino's for taking care of us as well. If you haven't patronized any of those businesses, please do so and tell them that we sent you. All right, first thing we have up on the schedule today is our Big Talk segment. And our Big Talk segment is going to include a lot of talk. So Big Talk is brought to you by the Wooden Horse Grill over in Hurley. Fellas, let's take a shot at this. Since the last time we did this, we've had a global pandemic. We've got COVID-19 that's been on the thing here, and of course it's turned the entire world upside down. And now here we are sitting, we got spring football. And what are y'all's thoughts about playing football in the spring?
It's been weird.
Yeah, and me personally, you know, I mean, as tough as I was back in the day, I mean,
You wouldn't have
I wouldn't have played. It'd be too cold. Too cold.
Being too cold. I've seen video of teams practicing in the parking lot, naturally in the gym, anywhere they can get because field conditions are so terrible. And you know, the people that this is one time, it's probably a good thing to have turf field.
Yes.
They are spoiled.
I'm sure they
People's
are.
got the turf field that are spoiled.
Well,
I've seen people practice. I think it might have been J.I. Burton was in the parking lot.
Yeah, I seen
J.I.
video.
Burton
Yeah,
was in the
Coach
parking
Cottle
lot.
was in the parking lot. But boys, you
Hey,
got to
it is what it
do
is.
what you got to do, boys.
I seen he had
Gyms, parking lots, and
pickup trucks playing defensive end and a Pinto playing little linebacker.
Yeah.
But I don't know, this you know, this has been an issue, and it's not, the kids aren't getting good quality reps because of it. But the other thing is, they're going to eventually have to step on the field and play, and we got ball games
Start Monday.
and we're supposed to get a typhoon.
Yeah, or snow. Would you rather play in a typhoon or snow? I say snow.
I like the weather that's associated with typhoons. It's usually very mild and nice and warm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd have to say probably the best thing would be to go that route.
I don't think the football is going to be as good, and people's going to be as well prepared. You know, as a short time to practice, all that. I don't think the kids are going to be in the best shape. Just given the circumstances, I think, you know, you might see a little sloppier football this spring.
Well, here's the thing too that I'm anxious to see. What numbers are these teams going to have? Is Richlands going to have their 90? Is Graham going to have their 60? Is kids going to play? Those that you need to practice and try to develop, are they going to come out, or are they going to wait till next year?
I think from the numbers I'm hearing already is that numbers are down. Kids that did play in the past aren't playing for whatever reason, whether it be they're afraid of, you know, contracting a COVID, or I think that this staying at home has just changed. Well, it's also a good excuse for those that really don't want to work.
That's right.
The numbers are going to be down. They are all across the region, to the best of my knowledge. So I think that's going to be play a major factor. And I agree with you guys. I don't think the quality of play is going to be. It's going to be sloppy.
Yeah.
Well, especially no scrimmages. They're just. The quarterback center exchange, those that's not in shotgun, is going to be very key for those in the weather that we're going to have.
And, you know, you're talking about the fields that people's not got to utilize to get outside. They're practicing in gyms. You know, you got no markings, and it's just hard to get things going inside.
Well, as difficult as it was, you know, basketball went relatively smooth.
Speaking of that, congratulations to all the local teams playing in the state championship and the state semifinals right now.
That's right.
Who's playing?
Abingdon boys are going to be
You got
playing.
Abingdon boys in the state finals. You have
Honecker
girls in the state semifinals playing George Wythe. The winner of that game plays Riverheads, which whoever wins the George Wythe Honecker game, I feel like will be your state champion. I could be wrong. Been wrong before. Not much.
Here's another kicker that you're not going to get kids Monday. You got some kids. I know at Wild Central we got a couple. It's wrestling. It's wrestling
in the state this weekend.
In the state
That's right.
on Monday. We're playing on Monday, so I mean it's.
Well, Grundy's got 12
in the state.
So I'm sure
playing
several
Saturday.
of those are playing football as well. Yeah. So yeah, that's this overlap.
And basketball, you got people playing basketball. So, like I said, it's going to be an interesting season.
Well, you know, traditionally these players had to have X number of practices in order to qualify.
Now that makes you think. That's what I was going to mention. All right, if this was a regular season, you have to have this practice, that practice. Whatever happened to that? Now you can just play.
Virtual practice.
Virtual practice.
Because of COVID. See, if COVID is in the air, your chances of getting hurt are less, and you don't need as many repetitions.
Right.
Yeah. So, I agree
just
with
make
you.
it up
This
as they
stuff
go.
is made up as they go.
They made it up.
People say follow the science. There is no science to this. It's all upside down. That's something that I think is going to that could really come into play. I mean, you could see some injuries because of this as well. Another thing, guys, we're going to see high school football games on Monday night.
I like that.
I think it's. What do you
If
think?
it was regular, not in the springtime or the winter time.
Yeah.
If this was August, I would love for a game to be Monday night or something like that. I mean, who wouldn't? Because after you practice, if it's close enough, go watch it.
Well, you can the casino.
Like Wise or Wise in a Union or Wise in a Ridgeview game. Who wouldn't like to go Monday night to watch Wise in Union? That's right.
If you think about the crowd that it would generate, I mean, that would be, even if teams got together and scheduled one Monday night football game a year.
Right.
I mean, that's a big gate, especially if it's a good, good game. So yeah, it's a good observation there. VHSL, excuse me, not the VHSL, but actually the governor just recently said that the occupancy limit has been increased to 250.
And I think we can thank Terry Kilgore and who else wrote that letter?
I don't know if it was Todd Pinion or not.
No, it might be in Pillion or and maybe
Will.
Yes, Will Moorfield.
We don't want to give him credit for too much in case he didn't do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, those guys did have a little bit of hand in that. Not sure to what extent, but I know Kilgore did for sure. That's probably a plus because before this we were looking at 25 spectators, so that number has went up. Now the indoor events is still at 25. That hasn't changed. But another thing that's pretty interesting about this is creating a little bit of controversy. I don't have a dog in the fight, but I'm just curious what you all think. The governor has repeatedly said this, and he confirmed it again the other day with the VHSL, that band and cheerleaders will be counted as spectators and will go against the 250 spectator limit. So if you've got 20 cheerleaders, then you automatically
but they get the 2 tickets too, right?
No, they wouldn't get the 2 tickets.
Oh,
again,
spectators and their 2 tickets.
No, here's again how ignorant. Why make them go through physicals? They fill out a VHSL physical form. They have to do all that to cheer and do all that other. So how are they not counted as athletes or participants in the game?
From the Virginia High School League's perspective on this, and Virginia High School League, my understanding is, wants both of them to be included without being called spectators. The VHSL has made that very clear. But the governor and everyone else is saying they are non-competitors. This is not competition cheer and it's not competition band, so those things are not necessary or essential for that ball game. And these kids work too, and
that's right.
And they spend a lot of time out there doing their field shows, and the cheerleaders work on their stunts and stuff.
To be pushed aside.
That's created a little bit of controversy. But hey, Virginia voted for this.
I don't think our governor is essential.
I don't either.
He's expendable.
But it is what it is, and as of right now, there's a possibility that next week this could change. I think the people are putting some pressure on Richmond, and at the same time, they're supposed to issue maybe some new changes, so everything is a little bit kind of day to day. So that may change, but those are some of the things that's going on right now. In the big talk section here that we have. Anything else you guys want to add before we move on?
Just when's it going to be normal? Never.
Is it ever going to be normal?
No.
Now, one thing, if I was a coach right now, and I think you guys would agree with me, I would be excited, not just excited to be playing, I know everybody is, but I would be excited by the fact that we're going to play this season, it's going to end, and in 2 or 3 months we're going to be back doing it again.
Right.
You could almost treat this like it is a spring. Yeah, it is a spring season, and it's going to have rewards with it that come with it. But if you're not a senior, this could be a really good thing. As far as continuity of a team, it's going to be pretty good shape moving forward.
We can be thankful we got 2 seasons in 1 year.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
of course, you never know. We may get locked down again. Yeah. Wuhan 2 may hit us. But
here, we're not talking about the big thing. What's going to happen, let's say one of the team's money's going to play each other. It's going to be cold, it's going to be rainy. Kid going to wake up, got a scratch in my throat, my head hurts. I don't feel good. They're going to get tested. There's 2 football teams quarantined.
Don't get on that idea.
Well, I know, but I mean, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
And hopefully,
and that's 2 ball games. 14 days is 2 ball games. But who knows? They change it. Is it 7 days? Is it 10? Is it 14? Which one is it?
5 and test. Come back on 7.
Well, that's and what Coach just said is another. All this uncertainty is just everywhere, and it's been this way for a long time. But what you just said is a key point. It depends on who your health department director is. You can live in one part of the state and you only have to wait 7 days. You live in another part of the state, you have to wait 14 days. How is this scientific? Okay, they've been given, I understand, they've been given parameters, they've been given options, and in some districts, they say, well, we're only going to use this option. In another district, they say we're going to use that option. But if there are multiple options, it just doesn't pan out. It don't make sense. And but then again, very little of this has made sense. So I don't know. There's it's all
Donald Trump's fault. That's what everybody says.
All Donald Trump's
Blame it all on Trump. All right.
Speaking of Donald Trump, we've got a new segment on the program that we're going to introduce. It's going to be called the Conspiracy of the Week.
The first one we're doing. It's my idea.
Yeah. The Conspiracy of the Week. And this Conspiracy of the Week is brought to you this week by Buchanan Therapy Services. And Coach Krieger, I'm going to let you tell everybody what the conspiracy is.
Oh, we starting it now?
Yeah, we're going to do it right now. The
conspiracy of this week is, did we land on the moon? Been watching, in that quarantine, boys, you watch it all. And my big thing is, if we had technology back then to go to the moon, to send old Buzz and
Neil Armstrong.
Yeah, Neil to the moon. Our technology is superb since then. Why haven't we been back?
So you're suggesting that, what do you think? Have we been to the moon? Did we put a man on the moon?
I think it's all conspiracy. I don't think so. I don't believe in it.
He doesn't believe it.
I believed in
Do you?
Hey,
you're all about it. When I was a kid, absolutely I believed it.
I think we went to the moon, and I think while we were there, we contacted aliens, because that's probably how we got all the technology we got now.
Yeah.
When you
I've
think
been in
about
that
it,
rabbit hole with Donald Trump for the last 4 months.
how else do you explain, the stuff that we have now? So,
why ain't we been back?
Well,
one guy said, here's what the guy said that was there that sent them to the moon, allegedly, said they threw that technology away.
Yeah, they just threw it away.
Threw it away. They don't have it no more.
Yeah, I don't believe that. So, why would anybody believe that? So there may be something to that. What do you think? Let us know.
Just feel like our whole history.
Comment on our Facebook page.
Feel like our whole history that we've ever learned has been a lie.
I do feel like that. Going back to November the 3rd, I felt like that ever since. That what do we know? What is true? Did we put a man on the moon?
That's right.
Was it a conspiracy? All right, so there you have it. That's our Conspiracy of the Week. Did we put a man on the moon? Go to our Facebook page and answer that question. We'll have that up in just a little bit. Did we put a man on the moon? All right, usually each week this time we would have our Belsino's Player of the Week. Of course, we haven't played any games yet, but you can look forward to us introducing that. And what we're going to clarify real quick, each week we will have a peak performer of the week, and that will come from someone throughout the region and the area that we cover. And then we will also have a Belsino's Player of the Week, which will come from one of the 3 Buchanan County high schools that have football. So each week at this time, we usually will recognize that Belsino's Player of the Week. But in addition to that, we will also recognize our peak performer of the week from throughout the region. All right, Phils. Economy Drug, located in Grundy, Virginia, is the sponsor of our next segment here. And this is a Did You Know segment. We'll talk a little bit about high school football. This is going to be about a 2-minute segment. Did you know that football was basically rugby up until 1882?
No.
You did not know that. You consider yourself a football fan. As a matter of fact, basically,
I know it was something else.
It was basically rugby is what it was, and somewhere along the line, somebody came up with the idea about giving them 3 tries to get 5 yards, and the game sort of just morphed from there and turned into the game that we have today. As a matter of fact, you can see the relic of that 5-yard rule with the fact that our football fields have 5-yard lines all the way down through there. That's why they have them. So originally that was.
Could you imagine giving Tom Brady 3 tries for 5 yards?
Yeah, that's true. Of course, that was before.
Speaking of conspiracies.
Speaking of conspiracies, I lost my train of thought there. But 5 yards, that was before the forward pass, which Don Newberry invented.
Yeah.
Which is another conspiracy. Boy, we got some good ones coming up in the next few episodes. In addition to that, back in the day, a touchdown was worth 4 points and a field goal was worth 5 points. So they've actually less love now for kickers than there was before. So that's your Did You Know segment, brought to you by Economy Drug, located in the Grundy Plaza. All right, at this time we will go to a commercial break and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. Special thanks to Hurley IGA, located in Hurley, Virginia. Each night at this time, Hurley IGA sponsors this segment of our program, and it's the IGA Top 5 in Southwest Virginia, where we acknowledge the top 5 teams in 1A and in 2A. Hurley IGA, they have a wide selection of vegetable trays, fruit trays, meat trays. They have a little bit of everything, and not to mention the area's best selection of fresh meat. Stop by and see the fine folks at Hurley IGA for all of your meat and all of your vegetable trays and party trays.
Guys, you cannot go wrong. Go to IGA. There's one thing you can't do, and that's beat their meat.
Hurley IGA. All right, Coach Tester, we're going to start out with you. We'll do 1A with you, 1A with myself, and then Coach Krieger, and then we'll reverse it and go back the other way with 2As. Does that sound all right?
Yeah, I flipped him around. I flipped that.
That's fine. Oh, you know what you've got down. All right, so we're going to be looking at the top 5 in 1A in our area, and we're going to start with Coach Tester at number 5.
All right, number 5, I got Coach Patterson and the Holston Cavaliers coming in at number 5. Number 4, and I really like this bunch. I think they're a sleeper team this year, is the Castlewood Blue Devils. And I like what that coach is doing. What's the coach's name?
Lark.
He's running that single wing, and he does it
it's
well.
Tough to stop.
I'm going with Castlewood at the number 4 spot. I'm going with GW, George Wythe, at number 3. And number 2, I'm still going, it's usually the top 2 every year. It's the Chilhowie Warriors at number 2. And I'm going with Jacob Cottle and the J.I. Burton Raiders at number 1. Boys, all he's done since he's took over is won. He was 10-3.
Good job.
10-3 last year. Nothing against Coach Adams. He did a great job too, but he's took over and he hasn't missed a beat. And Jacob Cottle does a heck of a job at J.I. Burton.
All right, pretty good. In my 1A top 5, at number 5, I've got PH. You had Holston, didn't you?
Yeah.
I had PH number 5. I feel like they've still got some momentum carried over from when Malibu Mark was there. Number 4, I have Holston. I like what they're doing over there at Holston. I think they could easily slide up a spot here, but right now I've got them at 4. Number 3, I've got the George Wythe Maroons. Number 2, I've got J.I. Burton in there at number 2. And at number 1, I've got Chilhowie in there right now, or Chilhowie. So PH, Holston, GW, Burton, and Chilhowie round out my top 5 in 1A. What about you, Coach?
Boys, my 1A is, it's a little messed up too, but I got the Chilhowie Warriors at number 5. I think it's time. They lost a lot. They do a good job, but I've got Chilhowie at number 5.
You used to always say, to be the man, you got to do what?
Beat the man, beat the team.
But
I'm going out on a limb, guys. Hey, different year. This ain't your normal year, but right. Normal year. And at number 4, I've got Royal Retreat, the Engines.
I'm not laughing at Royal Retreat. I'm laughing at
Jamie Hughes.
The Engines.
Jamie Hughes is. I'm putting him at number 4. I don't know. I don't know if you can call it sneak up on people or what. Just different year, guys, feeling different.
Indians
And number
always do
three,
sneak up on people.
and number three, I've got Holston. Coach Patterson's done a good job past couple of years. I see them keep the momentum going, and they're going to be number three. And number two, I've got George Wythe. I feel like, I mean, athlete-wise, they're going to go toe-to-toe with people, but I've got George Wythe at number two. And then at number one, I agree with Coach Tester and Coach Moore. Coach Cottle's got it going on. And they got a good group of athletes right now. Their basketball team went deep in the playoffs, played in the state semis, and done a good job. Congratulations there. But I think John I. Burton.
John I. Burton, the Raiders,
will be there at number one.
Okay, so pretty much a consensus here. I mean, you had Burton at one, you had Burton at one.
Nobody going Galax, boy? Is that
Burton
too
at
far
two.
out? Is that too far out?
Yeah, we said last time we went, but Mark Dixon's gone, boys.
He's gone.
They still got a little bit there. I mean,
But Mark Dixon, we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see, that's true. All right, let's take a look at 2A, and we're going to start 2A with you. And
Boys, my 2A, I know it's going to shock a lot of people. I got the Tazewell Bulldogs coming in at number 5, boys. I think they went to Hurley. They found that defense under that cliff, and they're back.
He's eating some crow, and
Tazewell Bulldogs are back. I feel like they're going to finish there at number 5. Number 4, guys, I'm going with the Ridgeview Wolfpack. A lot of change. They got Atkins back. I understand that. They've got new coaches over there. Coach Tiller's going. I know he's going to do a great job there, but I got them coming in at number 4. Number 3, I hated to put them there, but I did. I mean, the Union Bears, and you all know what I think about Union. I mean, I gave them a little bit right now. I think it's a little bit too far for them. I just think I put Union. I'm giving them too much credit. Is what I'm doing right now.
You're getting soft.
I am. I'm getting soft. I feel bad for Coach Turner and Coach Bostick over there, and I put them at number 3. And that's a gift. That is a gift. All right, because the Polar Express is gone.
That is right.
He is gone, and I mean this is a gift. Because I feel bad for them.
I think they appreciate it.
I do. I think they might. And guys, this was the number 1 and number 2 was tough for me, but at number 2 I've got Y Central. Feel like they're deserving at a number 1, but I put Y Central at number 2 because, boys, at number 1 you've got Palmer Patron, baby. Palmer Patron, son, and you all know
Matt's cream gone.
What's that?
That's in South Carolina, ain't it?
What's that?
What's that?
Matt, what's that? Matt's cream. Oh, is Richland still playing?
Who?
They folded it.
No, I've got Palmer Patron in there, guys. And
Patron.
Anybody that knows Patron, that ever indulged in some of it, they know how powerful and how tough it makes you. I mean, that courage, that Patron is the bottle of courage, of all courages. If you don't believe me, try it and see what happens. But the Palmer Patron, boys, I'm telling you, the power that he has. I mean, it squeezed every bit of cream out of Mance last year that I can't even find the bottle. Can't even find the Mance cream bottle. But Palmer Patron at number 1 until somebody beats him.
Until somebody beats him. All right, you heard the man. All right, my 2A looks a little bit similar to yours. Number 5, I've got the Tazewell Bulldogs coming in. I think they're going to have a pretty good season this year. I think they've put all the youth and stuff behind them. They've got some pretty good athletes. Number 4, I'm going to go with the Ridgeview Wolfpack. Just a few uncertainties there, implementing a new system and everything for Coach Tiller and the group. So I just give them some time, but I think they'll be okay as well. Number 3, I have the Union Bears. I got them pretty much in the same place that you had them.
Gift.
No, mine's not a gift. I think that they're in the top 3 for sure. Number 2, I have Y Central. Luke Owens over there at Wise, coming off the success they had last year. And from what I'm hearing, they're looking much better, having another year under their belt, running the wing tee. So that's going to be.
I think he switched it up. They're spraying now.
Is that for? Yeah. Okay. I don't believe that. Not Greg Tester's over there. I go Central second, and then number 1. I got to go with Graham, boys. I've got
the Patron, boys. You can tell what it is.
Yeah, well, no, I don't.
He's a lie.
All right, so that's my top 5. Tazewell, Ridgeview, Union, Central, and Graham at number 1. What you got?
All right, guys. I tossed this one around in my head in that Southwest District a little bit. I got
a lot of room in your head too, ain't it?
Richlands and Tazewell, man. Richlands, Tazewell. But you know what? I keep wanting to jump on that Tazewell train. So I think they're going to surprise a few people this year. Like you said, I think with their youth program and stuff coming up, I know they got a lot of speed. I'm going to go in with them at number 5 in 2A.
Their basketball team was successful than it has been in the past, so they've got a good group of athletes.
And coming in at 4, I don't know if it's going to be a gift or not, like Krieger says, but I got Travis Turner's Union Bears coming in at number 4.
That's more probably a good place for them. They're out of the top 5.
Why? Because the
Polar Express is not there, boys.
Boys, they keep getting them in there. They breed them down there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right, number 3. I tossed this one around in the head, but I'm going to kind of go with the way it ended last year. I'm going to go in at number 3 with the Ridgeview Wolfpack at number 3. And at number 2, I'm going to go with the Central Warriors at number 2. And
Bulletin board.
Bulletin board. Well,
material.
You know, something's got to happen Monday, so we'll see Monday.
That's right.
So, number 1, to be the man, you got to beat the man. So I'm still going with, what'd you call it?
The Palmer Patron.
Palmer Patron. And
I know
G
Coach
men,
Tester knows the power of the Tron. Y'all don't believe the boys. Try.
Let's go on to 1A.
All right,
1A.
We got 1A.
Oh, yeah, that is 1A.
It's 2021, boys. It's a hangover from 2020. All right, so that rounds out our 1A and 2A top 5 predictions. I guess we'll find out next week who was a little bit more accurate than anyone else. At this time, it's the time that everybody waits for every week. We attempt to stump the Crig, and today it's no different than it was last year. We try to stump the Crig, and Stump the Crig is brought to you. Who brings Grundy Auto Sales? Grundy Auto Sales brings us this segment each week, and we thank them down there at Grundy Auto Sales. If you're looking for a good pre-owned car or truck, stop by and see the fine folks at Grundy Auto Sales. All right, Krieger, are you ready?
I'm ready.
He is ready. I have in my hand a hermetically sealed envelope that has been placed in a vault and has been under watchful care by armed security for the last 13 months. And they just delivered it in a Brinks armored truck, and no one has seen this question. You have not seen this question.
I have not.
I have not. All right, so here we go. Let's take a look, and let's see what's in the envelope. All right, here is your question.
False.
More can't even read it.
Oh, man, it's a good one. This might be the best one we've ever had. I think we will stump the Crig this evening. Why do they call it getting your dog fixed if afterward his junk doesn't work?
Why is it called getting your dog fixed afterwards and it don't work? Well,
I mean, you get
I think it realistically it works, because when you get somebody fixed, it ain't broke. They use it a lot more, I'd say. When you get a dog fixed, they use it a lot more, and you never know it. If you don't get them fixed, you'd know it.
Well, that's true. So
You'd have a bunch of pups running around.
That's about as solid of an answer as I could have expected out of there. So I just, when your car breaks down, you go get it fixed.
It works.
It works. So if you get your dog fixed,
And it don't work.
his junk don't work. Well, it does, but it don't. So
That's right.
You're
Yeah.
saying, okay.
It works better.
Works better. Okay.
It makes dogs feel comfortable when they go out.
Okay. All right, folks, there you have it. We've attempted once again to stump the Crig and have miserably failed. That comes with it. That's par for the course. All right. Up next, we're going to have our Buchanan General Hospital picks of the week, pigskin prognostications. We'll be back right after this. All right, folks, welcome back to the show. Thanks to Buchanan General Hospital for sponsoring our pigskin prognostications. And now, gentlemen, it's the time that everybody waits for. Let's pick those games and tell everybody who's going to win this coming week. So, Coach,
all right, here we go. Game one on our list, it looks like, on the prep football, Monday, February 22nd, wintertime. Grayson County at Holston. 7 p.m. Monday. Freezing rain prediction.
Let me go first.
I'll go first. I'm going with Coach Patterson in Holston. Game one. I mean, I've got them picked third in 1A. I mean, we'll see.
I'm going to pick Holston as well from what I gather through the grapevine.
There's a lot of problems going on at Grayson County.
And it's not because of the coach. It's because of politics from what I'm understanding. So I will say that. What about you?
You know, I like what Coach Patterson's got going on at Holston too.
But he's big buddies.
However, I think McPherson's got a chip on his shoulder right now.
Something to prove. You're right.
He's got something to prove.
Well, he really don't have nothing to prove.
No, I think he's got, it's cold, raining, I know what a good job he does. He's going to even try to do his best job right now. It's going to be split back veer time in Grayson County. And I think he's going to take the win, Grayson County. I think it's going to be raining, wet, split back veer, dive, quarterback keep. And he runs that offense really well.
You about made me want to change mine.
You about talk me out of it.
You're right.
Yeah, I hope he does. I hope he does well, considering circumstances and stuff.
Great coach.
A great coach that had a very good reputation and is very well liked throughout the region.
If you want to learn how to run split back veer, he's the man.
There you go. All right, Coach, what we got next?
We got Honeacre at Castlewood, 7 p.m. Monday. Here we go again.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going with Coach Lark and the Castlewood Blue Devils. Rainy, he's going to run single wing, nothing fancy. They're going to come right at you. No. And like I said, I mean, I don't know, I'm hearing some rumors out there in Honeacre. I mean, I don't know. I've heard 2 or 3 things about number-wise or what. Don't know how many's came out. Don't know how many's playing. But I think during a rebuilding year this year, going to have new people at new positions. So, yes, Doug and them's going to be rebuilding this year, I feel like.
And it's not what you want in a season like this going forward. Yeah, I'm going to agree with Coach Krieger on this. I'm going to go with Castlewood just simply because of the fact that it's a running game. But one thing that does worry me a little bit about that is those ball exchanges in that single wing if it's wet.
That's right.
But I'm still going to stick with
you don't
Castlewood on this.
No, just get it to him.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, would this not? If Castlewood gets the win, this would be back to back against Honeacre.
Yeah, they beat them last year.
All right, so there's a little bit on the line here in this game, Coach.
All right, I think I'm gonna go with the Castlewood Blue Devils just because of the weather, the single wing offense. I love what they're doing. I love their scheme, and I think they can pull it out Monday night.
All right, it's across the board, Castlewood. What you got there, Coach, next?
FanDuel.
FanDuel.
Oh, do we get money for that?
Yep.
All right.
Would you get out of my account?
We have Hurley at Rye Cove, 7 p.m. You want me to go again?
We can.
I'm
Since you're
going with the Rebels, baby.
He's on that staff. He's got
Rebels.
I'm going to go with the Cove on this one. I think they've got a little bit more experience, and the fact that it's at the Cove.
That's going to be about a 2.5 hour
It's
drive.
a long drive, and so I'm going to go with Rye Cove on this one. I wonder who you pick.
It's all coming down, guys.
I seen
in all these Monday games, it's all going to come down to who turns the ball over. It's all.
I seen Rye Cove and Hurley last year, which Rye Cove was on the opposite end of a good whipping. But I seen what they got back. They got that big running back. I think he's a he's a bruiser.
They had one last year too.
They did. And plus, it's a long trip for Hurley to Rye Cove. However, the Rebels will go into
The Cove Den.
Duffield and get the W.
Dungannon.
is it Duffield or Dungannon?
I don't know. I know you turn left and it says Dungannon.
You turn left out there on 23, then.
Yeah.
So we got. I'm the only one who went with Rye Cove on that one. All right. Next, Coach, what we got?
All right, we've got John S. Battle at Great City. I'm going with Gate City. House Writing Company. Big.
How big?
Big.
I'm going with Gate City in this one as well. Considering this what they call a truncated season, and Gate City's got a little bit more tradition on their side, and I think those losing ways are behind them again. So I'm going with Gate City.
Gate City.
All right, across the board, Gate City.
Hey boys, this is going to prove us all liars or geniuses. John I. Burton at Chihag. Norton, boys, I mean, we picked it ourselves. There's no even discussing it. We've already discussed it. Everybody's got them at number 1. So.
I know. I got Chihag number 1.
Oh, do you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's going to make you look ignorant.
Well, I put them at number 1.
Well, you can pick Norton and you win. Either way.
Either way, yeah, I could. No,
Hedge. They call it hedging.
I'm gonna stick to my guns on this one. This one is at Chilhowie, so I'm gonna take the Warriors in it, Chilhowie. And don't get me wrong, I may be proven wrong.
What's Chilhowie got? Didn't they lose a bunch? But they've lost 22 every year, ain't they?
Yeah, they lose 20, 30 kids every year.
That's true. You're right about that.
But I think Coach Cottle and the Burton Raiders going to get it done this year. I think they're going to go up there and give them a whipping up at Chilhowie.
All right, next we have Lehigh Genitals at Union Bears. God, boy, this is tough. I'm telling you, I don't know.
Let me give you a minute to think about it.
Yeah. Boy,
Coach Tester, what do you think?
Yeah, you all go first, because
the Bears.
Coach Tester says Union. Yeah, I'm going with Union on this one all the way. I think you've just got too much for them.
Well, I just feel so bad for them. I mean, Polar Express gone. It's Christmas in February, boys. I'm going to give them another Union Bears. I'm going to pick Union.
All right, so Christmas in February. That's
Christmas in February.
Quote of the night right there.
Next game.
Across the board, the Bears.
Northwood at Nelson Memorial Field. It's football time.
Lucky brother.
Coach Tester, we'll let you start since we reversed the order there.
Well, I think the big trip from Northwood to Grundy is going to affect them. I think there's going to be a celebration bunch of pizza being eaten in Bellacino's on Monday night. We're going to stay open late and hope for the Grundy win. So I'm going with the Golden Wave.
All right. Got Grundy. Leads up to me next. Boys, I don't know. I got a funny feeling about this. I think Grundy having some wrestlers out is really going to hurt.
If they're done Saturday, they'll be there.
Yeah, but I mean, how many reps have they gotten in at practice?
Have you seen Peyton McComas?
He don't need
He's
any,
6'8", 230
They got
pounds.
virtual reps.
They got virtual reps.
You think that he ain't ready to put that helmet on and get out there and rock some head?
I feel like he is, but at the same time, I think it's going to be. I'm gonna stick with Grundy on this. I think Northwood is.
Don't let us talk you into
Northwood
it.
could be game, but I'm gonna stick with Grundy on
What's
this.
Northwood got?
They threw the ball pretty decent last year. They got a few back, I think, but
Your buddy Johnson.
yep, Tim Johnson does a great job. Does a great job.
Just not
there,
good
guys.
enough for you to pick.
No, he does a great job. I'm going with the Mighty Wave guy.
All right.
The Mighty Wave.
Grundy across the board. All right, next.
Royal Retreat at Fort Chisel. Monday at 7. I'm going with, what'd you call him?
Jamie.
No, that's his name. Jimmy Hughes, as
Jimmy.
more would say. I'm going with Huggy Bear, Jamie Hughes. I'm going to feel like this is an upset against Fort Chisel. And Jamie Hughes and Royal Retreat engines are the engines, ain't they?
Yep.
5.0.
Yeah.
6.0. I'm going with Royal Retreat.
All right.
Get them, Hughes.
Let's
Give them hugs.
Put some pressure on them. I think it's. I think it will be an upset if Rural Retreat gets it, but I'm going to pick Rural Retreat as well.
We're trying to go with an upset.
Fort Chisel's big school. I just get them.
Because of the size difference.
Yeah, and boys, it's different times right now.
Well, you know what? I'm going to go with the Chiz.
All right.
Fort Chiz.
Yeah, go with the Jizz. Cheers.
All right, who's next?
Twin Valley.
Twin Valley at Twin
COVID.
Springs, and that's what we got. COVID-19 versus Twin Springs.
Yeah, right now.
Is that Monday?
It's supposed to be Monday. That game has been moved to March the
See,
So make
22nd.
some decisions over there. Are you the AD on
Who
that?
knows?
So when's the game?
March 22nd. That game's been moved
And,
to March 22nd.
It probably changed 6 or 7 times.
Good possibility.
That game has, and for real, that game has been postponed until the March 22nd as of right now.
And
And the Thomas Walker game's moved to that Monday,
March 1st.
on the Monday,
Yeah.
yes.
All because of COVID. All right, is that it? What
No!
else we got?
Last but not least, the game of the week. Wise Central versus the Ridgeview Wolfpack at the Pack. Bubba Todd. First game. No scrimmages, no practices. Gets thrown to the
Wolves.
boys. Todd and Bubba's going to do a great job. I got a good feeling with that, but not so fast. Wise Central Warriors roll. Too much speed. Too much speed.
Yeah, I think Wise's running game is just going to be too much, and I think it's going to be accentuated.
Let's go ahead and give them all that bulletin board.
Accentuated on that field. Of course, you know, Wise plays at home on it as well, but the fact that it's on turf, the fact they've got that speed, I think it's going to be advantageous to them. That's two big words that I got in that start with the letter A. So I'm going with Wise as well. Next week I will try B words.
The Bulls take everything out of the equation. This one will be a toss-up. I think it could go either way. They got the best. Ridgeview's got the best player, right? Got the best player in the
They do.
Southwest Virginia.
I agree with that
Right.
100%. But in football, there's 10 more out there.
Right. And you got some new coaching staff. You got a new offensive coordinator, new head coach.
Well, not new. They've been around. They
Been
know.
there. They're going to do a good job there.
Implement a new system, new program.
I think it's going to come down to it. I think it's going to be a good one. But, you know, as they say, keep that pounding that ball. No, we're going we're going to throw all them empties at them and
Yeah.
all that stuff, and
Yeah.
try to throw the ball a little bit on them.
Ain't nobody gonna throw the ball Monday. If you're gonna try to make somebody believe that. Wind gonna be 100 mile an hour.
But anyway,
Gonna be wet.
I think I'm going to roll with the Central Warriors in this one.
All right, across the board, game of the week, Wise Central. Okay.
Turnover is gonna be key for every one of those games.
Okay, final thoughts, parting shots, anything you guys have before we wrap up the show here?
Palmer Patron. Just remember that, guys.
I would like to remind everybody that we have some After the Whistle t-shirts. So if you'd like to have an After the Whistle t-shirt, let us know. Those are $15 a pop. We'll have some here to show you next week. We'll put some pictures of them on our Facebook page. But we have several of those available. If you'd like to have one, just shoot us a message. Let us know, and we'll get that thing in the mail to you. That's After the Whistle t-shirts.
First 10 that makes comments on our webpage, we'll sell them to you for $10.
That sounds good to me. I like it.
First 10 that comments on After the Whistle, saying anything you want to say, you can buy them for $10.
I like it. And when you do, make sure you put t-shirt in the comments.
Okay.
Yep, make sure you put t-shirt in the comments. You do that, and
We'll
we'll knock $5 off for the first 10.
Nice shirts, guys. Support us. It's been rough on us, too. We're not going after any sponsors this year. We're just trying to do this, have a good time. A lot of people enjoys it. Except Union, I guess, but help us out here. Anything would help.
Guys, something else I want to mention, man. I'd like to send the condolences to UVA-Wise football family. They lost, and personally was a coach of mine, Coach Bill Ramsar at UVA-Wise. First started the program. Tremendous coach, tremendous human being, and just want to send the condolences out to all the UVA-Wise alumni, family, and his family. So that was a tough one for the UVA-Wise family.
Yep. All right, until next time, I'm Coach Moore.
Coach Tester.
Coach Krieger.
And remember, no matter where you go, there you are.
Oh, was it?
Takes the snap, short drop, hits the quarterback.
What's that last one?
Listen, why do they call it getting your dog fixed if afterward his junk don't work?
What's that?
Why do they call That's it right there.
Yeah.
Which one was it?
Why do they call it getting your dog fixed if afterwards his junk don't work?
That's a good one.
You want me to ask it?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, Lord, we say these other ones. All right, pickle.
He's reading that.
All right,
yes. Our top 5.
IGA top 5.
Meet or meat, baby.
Hurley IGA, brought to you by Hurley IGA, located in Hurley, Virginia. They've got meat trays, vegetable trays,